Hi, y'all. I'm Hazziesof.
And I'm Nordicmonkey.
And I know we've been gone for a little while, but we're back to some more Curious Expedition 2 Ironman mode. So we're going to hop in and get some more playtime in today with Nord.
I hadn't paid attention previously, but they really start out at the beginning of the base of the Eiffel Tower there.
Yes.
Anyway, let's try to remember where we were. So I looked out on Paris once more. I felt strange to see so many people after my absence. Everyone knew that most expeditions fall apart because of poor leadership. The Royal Avalon Society and the Taishi Academy wanted explorers to prove that they could keep Trek members loyal. Well, we'll try that. All right, so there's a new club competition. We can get a pretty cool hat, as always. Teamwork. Increase Trek member loyalty. Pledge yourself at a club. What if they're already max loyalty because you've been zapping loyalty into them? Anyways, we will
Then that probably wouldn't matter as much. I don't know.
yeah. I don't know. See, here's the other thing too. You see how they're not doing it as a 3-part competition now?
Yeah.
Do you see that? They've switched it up to 2. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the shady dealer first. Yeah. We have weaponry on 4 of our people, and then we have armor on 1 of our people. So going with more armor would be good. We still have a dog. I would like to replace our dog with something else. Having the finesse challenge bonus boost would be kind of nice, but I don't want to spend 8 tickets on it. I'm still pretty low on tickets. So, I'm going to be continuing to build up with Lux Labs. Like, let's take a look at the shop here. See, we are very, very close to unlocking the last few things. But I can't choose them in the competition here. So, that kind of sucks. You always go Royal Avalon, right?
Yeah. I've done Taishi Academy as well, too. I like Taishi Academy, but I decided I like the Royal Avalon Society more because you can get rid of negative effects on your party members.
All right. We'll continue to work that out. It'd be nice if they had armor. Anyway, whatever. Let's go ahead. So, taking a real quick look at our crew. We have our big game hunter. We have our nurse. She's got a cool spiked club. We have our Roma trader with her shotgun. Our pistol-carrying soldier. And our doge. Which... I love doggies, but not in this game. Not in this game. I like having 2 slots to be able to increase. And I am also not necessarily a fan of their given abilities and stuff. And I don't really need to find quail. Like, that would be great if I had a cook. It's just not a thing. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out this place here. What can we recruit? No donkey. Sailor. Kinda eh. And a translator. Translator is claustrophobic. Sailor is afraid of heights. Do we... I was not paying attention. Do we have any sexes? That could be a problem.
I don't know. You could go back and check.
Sailors are pretty good, though, for the taunt. Like, having all that retaliation damage. And then also being able to shield. I don't have a lot of shielding with this. So maybe I would like to get a sailor. The naval flare cool... 3 naval flare each map. Naval flare cooldown. I don't know. Do you have any opinions on a sailor?
I mean, you can also use the naval flare for trading, too. If you don't really feel like you need it.
Good thought
Because that's what I do. Because a lot of times I don't need... Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I use it for trading to something better.
All right, good call. Good call.
Considering you don't have a lot of shielders, he might be good. What I try to do is look at what I've got for dice,
Hmm.
and I like to try to decide like what do I want to lean heavily into, and then what's like my next best thing, and then like what's something I can kind of work in, and then figure out what do I need with that, if that makes any sense.
Hmm. Hmm. I totally get that.
So like if I'm already heavy into red and my next best thing is blue, then a sailor might work because they have the 2 blue dice, which is the shield. And then they come with, I think they have 2 green dice as well. Was it green dice or do they have 2 red dice? Either way, I think it works out that way. Um the thing that really sucks is when you have dice that are super weak. That kind of sucks. You know what I mean? So if you have like, say your green and your red are their strongest, but you barely have any blue, sometimes the blue can kind of help, but it's going to be weak.
Yeah, yeah. No, I totally agree. You do you so you like to play fairly balanced, or do you like to go like heavy into certain things and then avoid the other thing?
I try to go heavy into something, and then I get a second one that's heavier, and then I try to ignore the third one usually. But it really depends because you have to kind of think about like what are you going to be running into. I feel like I feel like you don't have to have it completely balanced.
Hmm.
So I think having 2 to focus on and then deciding what's going to be your weak point, I think it's fine, or at least it's worked for me.
That's a good point. I like that thought process. Like later on, you can normally make sure that you're pretty balanced, but that can be harder early off. Anyways, here we go. Victoria caught up to me at the dock as I was preparing to depart. Excitedly, she told me that she had made an important discovery. I like important discoveries. By piecing together the coordinates from where islands were appearing, she believed she had found a special island. Rumor told something remarkable. It was vital that I left for this island as soon as possible, and she would be coming with me. Yay! Free extra person. Act 1, The Ruined Gate. All right. So we're going to be going into some dry lands. That's fine. We don't have anybody that's really like bothered by that. It doesn't typically have a lot of mountains or butterflies, so we should be okay. Rumors hold that the secrets of the island have been carved into Great Stone Gate. Find it and learn its wisdom. And it ends the current year. We'll get a bunch of good stuff out of it. So let's go ahead and select our sponsor. I am all for continuing to max out with Lux. You're currently pledged to Avalon club progression, and working for another club does not increase your progress. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm fine. I want to max out Lux first.
That's funny because I was thinking I was going to try to balance Taiishi and Royal Avalon Society, and I ended up deciding I liked Royal Avalon Society more. I
Mm-hmm.
also like their teapot as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well, see, also, if I remember correctly, my people were already as happy with me as they could be, so, like, getting increased loyalty isn't something I can do a lot of right now.
Yeah.
Anyways, as was tradition, I made my way to the bar the night before the expedition was to set sail. I could not help but notice a swarthy sailor standing at the bar, nursing a drink. He looked like he had stories to tell. Hey, swarthy sailor! The sailor told me that he specialized in traveling
Look at
around
those
the
frosty
disappearing
mugs.
islands.
Drink up! A great beast the size of a house, I tell you.
Exactly. He told me much about his travels. That's kind of scary how I'm holding the knife right at him like that though when I don't have a mug in my hand.
Well, you both are very arrogant, strong adventurers.
That's true.
So you're like, that's not a knife, this is a knife.
That's
He's like, that's not a mug, this is a mug.
oh, good point. You're funny. All right, with his story finished, the sailor reached into his duffel bag and handed me a small package. It was a little something that should help me on my own adventures. So he gave me a first aid kit. That's pretty cool. Although it looks like he probably could have used that earlier with his leg. But hey, whatever. Or maybe the first aid kit actually saved his leg. Maybe it could have been worse. So, hey, good job, sailor. Anyways, I really like the interactions that you get at the bars and stuff. Like it gives a little additional like stuff going on. But that was a positive one. So that's good. I pulled close to the island, meeting up with my supply vessel. Lux Labs have provided me with a modest budget to outfit my trek. Buy provisions. Okay, so what do we got that's cheap? We got
Shovels and torches.
I'm going to buy up everything that's cheap because I can get more of it for trading. I'm a big fan of the phonograph for sanity. I'm also...
I never used the phonograph before, but maybe that's because of who I usually go with. Royal Avalon Society. Never used that. I do use a teapot though.
You are big into the teapot. I've noted. All right. I do like having a megaphone, but we don't have a lot of cash. So let's get some food. The lemonade is 10 for 20 sanity. Yeah, lemonade is the best cost per sanity ratio there. And let's see. The moonshine has a pretty high backfire chance. I don't want to make anybody a drunk. What?
I'm just laughing because I will go with it because I can eventually get if they become an alcoholic, I can just have Royal Avalon Society take that away from them.
But I'm low on tickets this early, so like
You know what you can do? You could level up the other ones to you don't have to get them that far in levels so that you can use the those special things that each one does. Like Taishi Academy can train your people. Royal Avalon Society can take away the ailments, and then Lux Labs can increase the level of your items. If you just leveled up each one to where you need them to be, you could then use them, I think.
Yeah. No, that's true. I'm going all in on Lux Labs until I get that final unlock. I also like having more than one first aid kit. That leaves me with only 9. So let's try to find... Okay, we got 5s. This is an 8. An overcharged battery. That would kind of balance out well. Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna spend it on. I'm not too happy with this. But hopefully we can make it work. I feel like I don't have anywhere near enough food. You know? Or enough sanity recovery, you know?
I wouldn't go with just this that you have here. I would have to get more food. Because all I see is lemonade. Honestly, I would drop
lemonade in my phonograph.
I would honestly drop some of the cheap stuff and then grab the chocolate. That's what I would do.
How about we hope that we don't need more than one first aid?
I mean, as long as you rest after you get into a fight or you take damage, you should be fine,
We could pick up 4 moonshine.
Well, I guess you didn't want it to backfire, though.
Yeah, but...
Chocolate's more expensive?
Chocolate's a lot more expensive.
Yeah, it's 10 gold over the 5 gold. I don't know. I would drop that the cheap shovels and cheap torches just so I could get chocolate. That's just me.
All right, we'll get 2 chocolate. We got 2 lemonade.
That doesn't seem like much. I go high food every time, but I don't know if I'm necessarily doing it right. But I always go high food. I will drop the cheap items over getting the food.
Yeah, well,
I would even drop a first aid kit over getting the food. Although I think first aid kits are nice to have when you can't find a place to rest after your people have taken damage, or say you can't heal your people, then you have to be concerned because they could get infected. That's a problem. But if you can rest, it won't be an issue.
Okay, well, deserts. This expedition has deserts. Bring extra water from your ship for easier travel through desert tiles. Okay, let's. Oh yeah, we already made our full purchases, so I can't redo any of that. Okay, well, let's refill water a couple of times and begin the expedition. Let's hope this goes well. Mullen pulled me aside as we neared the island. She was entrusting the leadership of this expedition to me, but would stand by my side to lend a steadying hand. By piecing together reports of explorers, she had determined that an ancient stone gate existed with carvings that explained the secrets of these mysterious fog-bound islands. Exact location remained unknown, but a report indicated that the islanders knew where to find it. We were to contact the islanders to get this information. Well, as long as I can come into close contact with the islanders early. This is more mountains than it should be for a desert. What in the ham?
It's a mountainous desert. See, there's the desert.
No, we also have too many Trek members.
So you're gonna have to get rid of somebody.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of my dog right away.